Good morning and welcome to Smell the Coffee. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful life, and we couldn't be more excited to be bringing you today's episode. How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing well. I mean, after this, we are going for our mimosas, right?
Of course, it's all day mimosas.
All day mimosas. Okay, but don't do what we say, hey? Don't do what we say.
Do what we do, not no, wait. What? Do what we say, not what we do. There we go.
Do what we say, not what we do.
Yeah.
So yes, we are advising you against doing that, but we are going to do it.
We are going to do it.
Yes.
So, we've been watching a lot of K-dramas, a lot of C-dramas, and there's always this story of the poor girl falls in love with the CEO, and all of a sudden the CEO wants to burn the world down for her and do everything he can to protect her.
Wasn't that also just like Telemundos? You know what I mean? Growing up to
No,
that.
Telemundos were more like there's a plot twist because you find out that you were switched at birth and you're actually and you have an evil twin who's out to destroy you.
Even what is that thing that we used to read as kids? It will be written by also like other teenagers. And I know that Wattpad. That's where even that ridiculous movie or series of movies on Netflix, the one of the guy who kidnaps yes, that one. That's where it comes from.
365 days.
So we've been consuming this type of content.
And in a way, I feel like we are in this mass delusion where we feel, you know what, this can happen for me. And one of our colleagues actually said, it's because you guys are in the right circles. You're people that have no circles whatsoever.
I can run into somebody that can, you know what I mean?
You're a billionaire.
It's actually true. Actually, location matters, guys.
So there's a news clip from China, an actual news report of them saying, please go out there and find love. No CEO, no rich billionaire CEO is going to come and find you and randomly just marry you. Let's take a look at everything that they have to say. Now, this clip is in Chinese, but there are subtitles. Let's take a look.
霸道总裁不能随便爱上你了。国家广电总局正在制定微短剧管理办法。国家广播电视总局副局长韩东表示，对群众反映强烈的问题，比如雷人剧情、霸总人设、片名哗众取宠等问题，及时进行纠偏，开展专项治理和常态化监管，建立微短剧分类分层管理机制，推动微短剧健康发展。
Yeah. The fact that they had to go out there.
This trend is coming from where they're like YN.
To be YN.
To be YN, yes. I've been seeing a trend on Instagram around the YN.
Around the YN, come a YN after she just came back from a party with billionaire who, and now she's going to this K-pop idols party.
Yes, exactly. Or come me in the shop trying to buy an outfit, and then because YN can't choose what she wants, and then he buys all the clothes in the shop for her, and I have to...
Now, for those of you that don't know who YN is, this actually originates from Wattpad. So, they used to write a lot of fan fictions. I think they're still there. So YN basically stands for your name. So when you read the story, you insert your name. So for example, it'll say, and all of a sudden YN is sitting by the balcony. So YN is, so all of a sudden Diana is sitting by the balcony and whatnot. So you insert
and then you imagine yourself
in the situation.
Yeah.
So now Chinese media is like, please, for the love of all that is good, stop being delusional. But I believe Delulu is the Sululu. Speaking of Delulu is the Sululu, a plot twist really can happen in somebody's life. And that's going to lead us into our story right after the break of a man who actually discovered that he was an heir who was switched at birth.
I read the headline to that and I was like, I can't wait to
hear
the rest of it.
So if this can happen, you can also fall in love with your rich billionaire CEO. Stay Delulu, girlies. We'll be right back with our top stories.
Life is unpredictable and one needs to be protected against any eventuality. Get Santam legal access from as little as 50 Namibian dollars a month for when you find yourself in need of legal representation due to civil cases, criminal prosecution, and family matters such as divorce, child maintenance, and custody. It also covers labor disputes, disciplinary hearings, and unfair dismissal or retrenchment. With Santam Legal Access, you'll receive free legal advice on almost every legal aspect, whether the specific matter is covered by your policy or not. For true peace of mind and legal protection when you need it most, call us on 061 292 8000. Santam. This is freedom.
Now, a penniless Japan lorry driver, 60, discovers he was switched at birth and is actually the heir to a rich family. A poverty-hit Japanese lorry driver was discovered that he was switched at birth from an affluent family, sued the hospital involved, which has been ordered to pay him compensation of $250,000. The 2013 case has resurfaced online amid the reporting of several recent cases of Chinese children who were abducted at a young age, grew up in poor families, and were reunited with their rich parents. In November 2013, a court ruled that the Sun Ikukai Hospital in Tokyo's Sumida district should pay the 60-year-old 38 million yen because they made the mistake of switching him with another baby right after their birth in 1953. The truth did not emerge for 6 decades until the rich family's younger sons grew unsatisfied with their elder brother's treatment of their father. After their mother died, the elder brother reportedly held their father's share of their mother's heritage in return for looking after him, but instead sent him to a nursing home. The younger sons then began to notice how their elder brother did not look like them and recalled that their late mother told them his clothes changed after a nurse gave him a bath in hospital. They collected a cigarette end their elder brother threw away and sent it for a DNA check in 2009. The results showed that he was not biologically related to them. An investigation of the hospital's records meant the family were able to track down a lorry driver in Tokyo. It turned out that the driver was born just 13 minutes earlier than the baby he was switched with. He ended up in an adoptive family, the father of whom died when he was only 2 years old. He then led a poor life in a household with no electrical appliances and had to work part-time while struggling to graduate from a secondary school. He was also constantly told by his mother and neighbors that he looked like neither of his parents. Meanwhile, the baby who lived his life well was educated and became a company boss. His 3 younger brothers were also company elites. By the time the driver found out about his biological parents, unfortunately, they had both died. The judge, Masatoshi Miyasaka, said the court supported the driver's claims because he was separated from his biological parents almost immediately at birth and will never meet them. The judge added that he deserved the compensation because he should have been raised in a financially comfortable environment. A similar case in China went viral online, involved 27-year-old Shi Qingshai, whose biological father is a multimillionaire and who prepared him 3 furnished flats as a reunion gift.
Whoa, guys! 3 furnished flats
Yes.
as a reunion gift, guys. Anything can happen.
But this story makes me sad, though.
This is so sad. The one that actually, that's why I jumped to the next one that you're talking about, because this one just broke my heart. And the fact that the baby that was switched with was also not a good...
Like, it was not a good... This is the plot to a K-drama, C-drama.
Exactly.
This is literally a movie plot, which means these things can happen in real life. I think most of these C-dramas, K-dramas, they draw from things that probably have happened.
You know what they say? Truth is stranger than fiction.
Yes.
Truth is stranger than fiction.
Really and truly.
This is so sad, but I'm glad that he's now going to be a millionaire, and you know what I mean? He's being reunited with his siblings and whatnot. But obviously it's so sad that he just never got to meet like his parents.
He never got to meet his parents, and he grew up so poor.
Yes.
He's a lorry driver, guys.
Oh.
Meanwhile, this one was a company boss, and he got a little too big for his boots.
Yes.
And
he was
started
mean
acting
and ugly. He was mean
started
and ugly to the
acting
people.
brand new. Like,
yes, no, it's really sad. I'm very sad about it. Like,
he deserves all the compensation. I don't think 250,000 USD is enough. It's nearly not enough. Y'all need to. I would sit down, calculate all of the things that I should have gotten in my childhood and said, you know what? All these costs add to $5 million. Give me my $5 million.
But actually, this is proper K-drama. I just want to go a little bit further into it because remember the other one is managing the estate because he's the oldest.
Yes.
And then they're like, no, but to manage the estate, you have to be the oldest biological child. So now he has to be removed from his position. Oh my word, this is a proper K-drama.
I want to follow up on this story.
This is a proper I'm sure he had to be removed as the what was he? Was he the shareholder?
He
was the main shareholder or what was he?
He was just a boss, I guess. But he's
boss,
also
but he was
probably a main shareholder because he is the oldest son.
Exactly. So
Okay,
I'm sure he had to be removed from that position. Maybe this homeboy, the lorry driver, is now, oh my word, this is a proper K-drama.
Straight out of a K-drama.
I would watch it. I would watch this. Now, getting into our next story, I don't know if this is, you guys tell me. A woman with terminal cancer divorced her husband and slept with 200 men after diagnosis. Wow. Molly Kochan was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2011 and underwent various treatments, including chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and a double mastectomy in the hope of beating the disease for good. However, in 2015, she was given the heartbreaking news that the cancer had spread to her bones, brain, and liver.
Jeez.
As with many folks with a terminal diagnosis, Molly decided to go on a journey to experience new things. However, while many travel the world or do charity work, Molly followed a very different path, discovering her own sexual liberation along the way. Additionally, the 45-year-old took the public on the journey with her as she launched the 6-part podcast Dying for Sex with her best friend Nikki Boyer. The podcast was turned into a TV show which was released, I think this year, starring Michelle Williams. Now, she also wrote a memoir titled Screw Cancer, Becoming Whole before she sadly passed away in 2019. Now, Molly had ended her 15-year loveless marriage to her husband before taking to the dating apps to start her journey of sexual discovery. The American woman slept with 183 men before her death, all of which was discussed on the popular podcast. Speaking about the experience, Molly said, "Sex makes me feel alive and it's a great distraction from being sick. I don't think I will do any of this stuff without the cancer. Even though I would maybe want to, I'd be a little more cautious about everything." She added, "I literally wanted to hump everyone and everything that I saw. I was horny all of the time. I felt like a teenager again. I wish I could cap off the whirlwind hospital story with an amazing tale about a guy who swept me off my feet and made me blush, but my visitor never showed up. I realized I did get to fall in love. I am in love with me." Molly also left behind a touching message entitled "I've Died," which was posted on her blog after her passing and reflected on the lessons she gained in her final years with a terminal illness. So many people who die specifically of cancer, it seems, write viral letters about embracing life, eat an avocado every day, tell your mean neighbor his lawn looks nice, don't hesitate, quit your job, go to Bora Bora. And then they go on to tell you about the last few months of their lives under palm trees with a once scabies-infected dog, often accompanied by an impossible healthy-looking person and partner. I don't have those kinds of life lessons to share. I know what I did at the end of my life. I know what brought me joy, she wrote.
Oh, you know,
Tanner
reading this story,
yes.
I just remembered Tanner. Remember Tanner, the guy on Instagram who also had cancer, and they started documenting his journey. Like, oh my gosh, it really hurts my soul because we kind of get into what a parasocial relationship with these people. Not relationship, but like there's a familiarity to it. And we always hope for a miracle, like, you know what, actually they discovered that they could cure the cancer or something. We always hope for something like that.
And again, it's also being graced on the K-dramas of this world.
Yes.
You know, where the main character gets, you know, a terminal illness and by some miracle the cure is found. Or
that was my problem with Queen of Tears.
Yes.
Yo, Queen of Tears.
It also comes from that.
I watched it because I was like, okay, this is that one K-drama that is not going to end with your typical, oh, they miraculously found the cure. Because I think in the first 5 episodes or so, they were telling, listen, no amount of money, literally nothing can be done.
This person is
and then somehow, someway they found it. I said, you know what?
It's fine. But I love her story. I mean, obviously it's a little bit unorthodox because it's like, you know, she went out and she did her thing and that brought her joy, and it is what it is. People can have their opinions, but it's her life.
It's her life.
But I love that she went out and she was like, okay, let me embrace the, you know,
let me do what I've always wanted to do.
Yes, let me do what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Let me live my life on my terms. And that's, I guess, the best way that anybody can live their life.
Yes. Speaking of somebody living life on their terms, we are talking to a chef. Well, Glenora is talking to a chef, finding out all about his journey and, of course, what got him into this passion. Stick around. Let's take a look.
I'm still in conversation with Chef Anjo, and we are at Cafe Maka. Feel your pace. I love that quote. Feel your pace. What inspired that?
Yeah, well, food. Food is energy.
Feel your pace.
Literally, food is energy.
Food is life, guys.
Food is. And I think within the context we're in, even if they have our meals, it's like, the idea is that you don't feel heavy, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, you need a halfway point of a beginner to start your day. This is fuel that gets you through the first part of the day, and then when you come for lunch, the second part of the day. So it's like, how do we keep your pace where it should be, or where you want it to be, you know?
I love that. I love that. And I love where you guys are situated. Could we talk about where we are currently now, where people can actually find Cafe Macca? I think it's strategically situated. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but you can tell us. Just tell the viewers where they can find Cafe Macca, and then we can talk about why this venue.
Yeah, sure. Well, Cafe Macca, how to find us? Behind Old Mutual, there's a small building where Namfisa is based called Gutenberg Plaza. It's on that one-way street before Post Street Mall. We're that big windowed place with the beautiful orange lights. Just look inside, you'll find it as the Orange Cafe, as they call it. So, yeah, it's kind of the reason why we chose this spot was it's really central. I think we're in a community where you have a lot of busy individuals who need something to just get their day going, and I think how could we contribute to that part of the community?
You are in the heart of CBD. Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Yes, and like I said, the first time I saw it, I was like, what does a cafe here? And I got coffee. I was not even planning to get coffee, but because you were there, I mean, the business was there, I could take advantage of the opportunity because I mean, I'm running around, I have too much to do. Yeah, I literally got a coffee.
I think that's the beauty of like the location, because like you'll have, you know, CEOs coming in, and then you'll have like just students also, and then remote workers.
It's just
everybody,
and the artists.
And the artists, exactly, the artists too, you know.
Okay, then I will come plug in my laptop here and.
We've got Wi-Fi, the plug points. I mean, everyone, people sit here the whole day and just work, you know. So.
I love this space. I love it. It's so beautiful. Can we talk about the interior design? You did say earlier on, talk about the issues or some difficulties that you had around the designing of the place. Let's talk about the color orange first, and also just what inspired the design of the space.
Orange. Yeah. Honestly, like orange is, if you look into like, I guess, color psychology, it was just like, how do you blend like joy and sort of, you know, like red, which is like a seductive color. And I think orange is kind of this perfect blend because it's kind of like, it's not neutral, but it's more, I don't know, it's more distinguishable, you know what I mean?
As a film-ish student, we're studying on YouTube. I don't want these people to come for me, but yes, as a YouTube film student.
It's a great way to learn. That's why I started learning, you know, like.
Yeah, so there's a whole psychology around color, so it's good that you mentioned that. Right. And obviously bright colors look good, and orange can also be likened to the orange, not obviously the color orange, but to orange, which is a nutrition something. And I would understand why you would pick it.
Yeah, because I mean, orange is like, it's like a charged, a vitality sort of color, you know? Yes. So it's meant to like charge you up in a way. So I think that's the whole idea of this. Like, how do you make a vibrant oasis in this sort of, you know, I guess busy city center, you know? And it's kind of those spaces where you walk in and you just like escape, you forget where you are. And then when you walk out, you're like, oh yeah.
Oh, I'm back. and that's the point as well. You want to provide relief to the everyday busy person.
Exactly.
Speaking of the space, of the place rather, I've been here only once. I had a coffee. I enjoyed it, but like I said, I was in a rush, and then I quickly got your number, I think, and then here we are. So I still don't know much about the place. So inform me and also our viewers what they can expect when they come to Cafe Macca.
Well, I think, you know, you can expect to be welcomed, to, you know, have a place where you can just, one, de-stress, forget about the outside world, kind of just look inside, you know, wherever, yourself or your work or wherever, reflect, or just have a conversation with a friend, you know?
Yeah.
And so we have breakfast, we got lunch and pastries. So Macca is kind of short for macaroon, because like 5 years ago, I was selling macaroons from my apartment during COVID. And that's kind of how it all started. And
really?
Then,
so that's what brought us here?
That's what brought us here, you know?
Wow.
And then, from there, you know, I think it's like, how do you create a space where it embodies sort of like a high standard, but also like approachable sort of, you know, quality, you know? And so like, breakfast, you know, it's my favorite meal. Especially, yeah. So, anyways,
I need to make breakfast my favorite meal because I always skip it.
I skip it too, but I have breakfast at 3. You know.
I hear. I love the food. I've not tasted anything yet, but I think I came to you and I was like, I really want to order this, and you're like, okay, we can have that. Looks like mouth-watering dishes that you guys have here. But another aspect that I love is the alcohol. Guys, it's a Friday, so I can talk about this. It's a Friday. I love that you guys have alcohol here. Was that intentional? And I think you're one of the few cafes that has that.
So I mean, initially that wasn't my intention. I didn't really want to have alcohol, but it was like just a response to the community. You know, I think a lot of people here work long hours and they just want a space where they can sort of de-stress. You know.
Exactly. And some of us like our coffees with a shot of something. I'm kidding. Or am I?
To each his own, you know?
Exactly. Like, no one will ever know why I'm extra happy today.
Hey, we can just feel your pace. That's all we can do.
Exactly. So I love that you guys have that combination. Then that means I can come after work, have a lunch, a late lunch, have a drink with a friend, and go home. Especially on a Friday. It doesn't need to be every day in the week, but you know.
No, that's the idea. I think that's why we said Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we'll open like an hour, 2 hours extra, you know, because we just know, like, you know, 5:30 you'd knock off, or 5 o'clock you'd knock off.
Yeah.
4:30, whatever.
Exactly. You can't knock off with us. You can't knock off with us.
There's like a couple of hours just to have conversations, you know.
Exactly.
Have a little good time, and then.
I think that was my beef with some places. I was like, why are you knocking off the same time that we are knocking off? We are your customers.
And that's why we also open an extra 30 minutes just in case you want, because.
Yes, I love that. But to talk about the dishes that you guys have here, I saw one already that I ordered. Because I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, let's talk about the type of dishes that you serve here.
So, like I said, I think all the food that we've could have curated and designed is just things I would try, you know. So for breakfast, there's a thing called the maca muffin, which is kind of like this English muffin, sausage patty, egg, bacon, cheese, all rolled up together. And the idea is that the yolk is kind of your sauce. And it's quick to get, and it goes perfect in the morning because it's light. And just like I have that pretty much every morning, you know.
Oh, that's nice.
It's great after the gym, especially. But I think the idea was just what would I eat, you know? I think I love food so much that it's just like I want to share that experience with people. For lunch, I mean, there's a variety of dishes. Like I love Asian type of cuisine. I love Italian. I love French food. So I was just like, what have I come across, and how can I kind of like
incorporate it to the Namibian cuisine as well,
or
the Namibian palate.
But also expand the palate, you know, because it's just like how
please test us.
Yeah.
Me, if I like one thing, I stick to it. Now you and I feel like we're gonna talk forever. I love this space. I'm going to be hopefully a regular because life is so busy. Hey, you don't even have time to sit down and have a coffee.
It's alright. We're not going anywhere.
But I will be coming in as much as I can. Before I let you go, what can you tell the viewers just about the place? Do you have a social media page so people can follow you on? How can they find you?
So we have an Instagram called cafe_maca MACA_WHK. Where you try to keep up to date with what's going on within the kitchen, within the new menu, within so whatever developments we're coming up with. What else you want to know? It's just we're a place that embraces creativity, you know. I push my team to kind of come up with new drinks, with new dishes, and how do I refine it to make it sense, you know, I guess financially. Yeah, I mean, I think, we're a young team, very exciting, and we just want to make our mark and kind of, set a new standard for what good food and good service should be like.
And a good experience. You had me at a creative team.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more Smell the Coffee.
One thing Glenora is going to do is lie that there's more Smell the Coffee. There's nothing, Chomeens, on the other side. It's just our goodbyes.
Just our goodbyes.
Just our goodbyes. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did bringing it to you. And we'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Same time, same place.